Alright, this may well be my 25th take of the video, but welcome in. This is Luke Freese with the Nelson County Cooperative Extension Office. I am the Family Consumer Science Agent here in Nelson County, and today I'm going to be bringing you a video of mostly my hands showing you how to use a Sous Vide cooker. So if you haven't heard of that, it's a newer kitchen device, and we'll introduce it to you. If you have any questions, feel free to post in the comments section below the video, or give us a call at the office, Nelson County Extension Office, and our number is 502-348-9204. Thanks for tuning in. Hope you enjoy. All right. Today I am doing a little video for our Facebook audience with Nelson County Extension for a Sous Vide cooker. This particular one is the Jewel model, and you can see it there boiling the water, trying to keep that to a temperature of 122 degrees Fahrenheit. Now these cookers, if you've heard of them or you're thinking about purchasing them for a gift these holidays, I just wanted to put this video out there. This is my first time to use it, and I'm going to try to cook some salmon here in this pot. If you're not familiar with a Sous Vide cooker, it's essentially an electronic item, baton in this case, that connects to your phone via Bluetooth or Wi-Fi, and through an app on your phone, and I'm sure a lot of the brands are very similar. Through that app you can actually program this baton to heat a water bath in a pot such as this size to a specific temperature and hold it at that temperature. In just a second we are going to use a Ziploc bag to go ahead and put this salmon into the hot water bath as soon as my phone gets a notification saying that it is ready. So we're gonna give it a shot, and I'm gonna once we're done, we'll put it on this plate, we'll cut it up, we'll try to get a close-up of the tenderness, the flakiness, as we like to see in salmon, and if we get that, then maybe you could consider purchasing one of these for your own home. So we're going to stop the video for just a second. We're going to let that heat up. Once I get that notification on my phone, we'll go through the process of throwing this thing in a Ziploc bag and putting it in our hot water bath. Alright, my phone is currently reading that the Sous Vide has heated our hot water bath to precisely 122 degrees. So at this point in time, we're going to go ahead and put the salmon in the Ziploc bag. Now this is fairly close to a pound of salmon fillet here. My bag's going to probably be just big enough to fit it. This particular variety is from one of your big box stores or grocery stores, and it is pre-seasoned. It's a Chipotle raspberry. I have washed my hands already, so I'm going to go ahead, grab that salmon and slide it into our plastic bag. Now, like I said, this is the first time I've done this, but being that we have a little sauce here, what I'm going to go ahead and do so I don't gum up my my Sous Vide cooker here is go ahead and rinse my hand off, wash my hands with soap and water, and then look for a way to kind of get the sauce off the edge of the bag. That way when it goes in the hot water bath, we're not left with a mess on our cooker or in our pan. So I'm going to pause the video one more time, and then we'll go ahead and place it in the hot water bath. Alrighty, I've got my hands all washed up here, and like I said, I'm just going to slide a paper towel across the edge of that Ziploc. Try to get all that sauce off there so we can kind of keep a pretty clean environment. Again, this is Luke Freese. If you didn't catch, Luke Freese with Nelson County Family Consumer Sciences through the Cooperative Extension Service. I know you can't really see my face there, but we're working with what we have. So I'm going to try to get all the air out of that bag that I can, and go ahead and zip lock it. Make sure that it's tight so none of that water is going to get inside our bag. And I am going to go ahead and place this into the pot just like so. And I'm going to shut off the video one more time because I do need to place on my app that I've placed the food in so it can calculate the time it's going to take to cook that. So we're going to put it on pause just one more time. Alright, so our salmon is currently in the hot water bath. If you don't get all the air out of the Ziploc bag, it tends to rise to the top of the water is what I'm currently observing. It did suggest on the website for some of these, if you can't get all the air, the meat or whatever product it is that you're cooking in your pot here, if it's unable to, if you're unable to get all the air out of it, you can place just like a kind of a heavy spoon on top of it to keep it down in the water, completely submerged. It also suggests if you have a bigger pan than this or a bigger pot that you can go ahead and just clip it to the side of the pot. So we're going to see how this goes. I'm actually going to place a spoon on top of it because the edge of it here is currently sticking out. And we'll see how it goes. Like I said, we'll take it out, we'll put it on the plate, we'll test for tenderness and flakiness. It does suggest that you pan fry or skillet fry just right afterwards to give it that color that you probably are used to seeing if you're pan fry or skillet fry or grilling a piece of meat, but we're just going to test it right out of the water today. So we're going to give it about 40 minutes is what the timer said, and then we'll come back and check it. Alright, 40 minutes later, almost to the dot, we are done according to our app. So we're going to go ahead and take the salmon out of the hot water bath. And if it's too hot, you can probably use a set of tongs there, but I'm just going to take it out with my hand. And we'll go ahead and open that bag up and see what we got here. Alright, there is our salmon. Now, like you all, this is my first go round with the salmon, so or using this cooker at all. But being a family consumer science agent and thus responsible for your safety as far as food safety goes, I'm going to go ahead and see what the internal temperature of this salmon is after cooking it with this sous vide. So I'm going to stick it in the thickest part, the middle of that salmon, and we'll watch the temperature go up, hopefully, and see what we reach. Now again, it did suggest on the website for these cookers that you pan sear it after using the sous vide method, and it does have several different temperatures at which they suggest to cook certain types of meat. So they said their favorite on the app was 122 degrees Fahrenheit. It looks like my manual thermometer is reading about 100 degrees Fahrenheit in the thickest part of my salmon here, which can be a problem because actually salmon temperatures are supposed to be at 145 degrees Fahrenheit internal temperature in order to be safe for you to eat. So I'm technically not going to taste this salmon because I would want to heat that to an internal temperature of 145 degrees. Obviously, if we're talking about physics, our sous vide here, if it's only heated to 122 degrees Fahrenheit, our salmon's not going to get higher than that temperature. So because we're recommending that the internal temperature get to 145 degrees, I would set your Sous Vide cooker at 145, and even when your app says that it's done, make sure that you recheck it manually. I'm going to use my tongs here and my finger because we're breaking apart a little bit. Try to get it up on my plate. I'm going to move my cutting board aside, and we'll just kind of use the knife and the fork and look and see what we got here. It is nice and flaky, as you can see, and it would probably be very good texture wise to go ahead and pan sear that. But again, I'm not going to taste it because the internal temperature, according to the USDA, it has not gotten to that internal temperature that deems it safe to eat. Now, I'm not saying this product, if you're trying it at home, wouldn't be what they advertise as far as being professionally done, but I don't ever recommend eating any meats or raw eggs under that temperature. So make sure you're checking it. I think this is a fairly good way, easy way to cook meats. It looks like it cooks them right to the temperature. It holds it at that temperature. But I would caution our viewers against eating any meats that don't reach that internal temperature that we recommend. So if you don't know what those internal temperatures are, depending on whether you have pork, chicken, beef, fish, etc., you can stop by the office. We'll give you a free thermometer. If you stop in and say you saw our video, we'll give you a free manual thermometer here. We got plenty of those. And we can give you a fridge magnet that does tell you the exact internal temperature for each kind of meat. So results, I guess, mixed for this particular product. But like I said, if you have any questions, comments, please post them below, and I'll get back to you. Be happy to answer them. If you'd like to just try the Sous Vide cooker before you purchase one, we have it here at the office. You can come check it out, and we'll be glad to give you any other pointers you have as far as food preparation, food safety, and any new gadgets you might be wanting to try. Thanks for tuning in. Have a great day.